Right now, somewhere in Austin, Texas, the richest man in history, Elon Musk, is redefining what family home means with a compound so elaborate it makes Downton Abbey look like student housing. But before we dive into Elon's latest real estate experiment, let's rewind through the most outrageous property portfolio ever assembled by someone planning to leave Earth. In today's episode, we'll take you on a tour through secret speakeasies and professional flower arranging rooms, from infinity pools that merge with the LA skyline to a Texas estate that's basically a small town. Settle in, because you're about to discover why even Mars colonizers need a few absolutely ridiculous places to rest their heads as we take you inside the Musk family's luxury houses. Number 1. Guignécourt, Hillsborough, California. While some tech billionaires satisfy themselves with sleek modern compounds of glass and steel, Elon Musk's acquisition of Guignécourt in 2017 proved that even Mars-bound visionaries can't resist the gravitational pull of old-world glamour. Perched like an aristocratic eagle's nest in Hillsborough's exclusive hills, this 47-acre estate doesn't just whisper wealth. It practically writes sonnets about it in 24-carat gold leaf. Built in 1912 for Christian de Guigné II and his American heiress bride Marie-Christine Elkins, because nothing says new money meets old nobility quite like a French count marrying into California gold rush fortune, Guignécourt stands as a masterclass in early 20th century architectural flexing. The renowned firm Bliss & Faville, fresh from their triumphs with the St. Francis Hotel and Pacific Union Club, created what can only be described as a Mediterranean palace having an identity crisis in Northern California. The numbers alone would make a Silicon Valley startup's valuation blush. 16,660 square feet of living space spread across 4 stories, 13 bedrooms, and 11.5 bathrooms. Because apparently, that half bath makes all the difference when you're hosting US presidents and dignitaries. The ballroom, with its soaring 20-foot ceilings, could accommodate a small tech conference, though its carved relief ceiling moldings and triple-layered crown moldings, some sporting gold leaf naturally, suggest more refined gatherings than your average hackathon. But it's the details that truly separate Guignécourt from mere McMansions. Take, for instance, the professional flower arranging room with refrigeration in the basement, because heaven forbid your roses wilt while you're busy disrupting the automotive industry. The library, wrapped in leather walls like a billionaire's bound book collection come to life, features a concealed bar behind its fireplace, suggesting that even tech titans appreciate a good speakeasy moment. When Musk acquired this architectural time machine for $31.75 million in 2017, roughly the cost of a few Tesla prototypes, he wasn't just buying a house. He was purchasing a piece of California history, complete with private hiking trails, canyons, and its own reservoir. The Porter and Steinwedel-designed pool and pavilion offer the perfect setting for contemplating Mars colonization, while the 3-car garage and 8-car carport provide ample space for a fleet of Teslas. In a plot twist worthy of Silicon Valley's dramatic flair, Musk's ownership of this French-American masterpiece proved relatively brief. As part of his grand gesture toward minimalism, if someone can call owning multiple properties in Texas minimal, he sold Guignécourt in 2021 for the $40.8 million to fellow entrepreneur Kirill Evstratov, turning even this historical gem into a profitable venture. Located just 20 minutes south of San Francisco and north of Silicon Valley, Guignécourt stands as an icon of the Bay Area's unique ability to blend old money grandiosity with new tech billions. It's exactly what you'd expect when French nobility meets California dreaming. Absolutely, unapologetically magnificent, right down to its gold-leafed crown moldings. Number 2, the Ridge King's Castle, Bel-Air, California. The if Guignécourt was Musk's nod to historical opulence, his $25.25 million Bel-Air acquisition proves that even rocket scientists can't resist the allure of contemporary California glamour. Sitting like a modernist eagle's nest atop one of Bel-Air's most coveted ridges, this architectural statement piece practically screams tech titan in a language of glass, steel, and unobstructed views. Acquired in 2016 while still under construction, because apparently waiting for completion is for mere mortals, this 9,309 square foot vision of contemporary excess stands as testament to what happens when Silicon Valley ambition meets Hollywood Hills swagger. It's as if someone decided to build a spaceship but remembered it needed a swimming pool. The numbers tell only part of the story. 6 bedrooms, 1 for each SpaceX launch phase, 7 bathrooms because symmetry is overrated, and 1.5 acres of prime Bel-Air real estate that makes Beverly Hills look like downtown Nebraska. But it's the positioning that truly sets this property apart. A masterclass in philosophical geometry where every angle seems calculated to remind visitors they're floating above the common folk of Los Angeles. From its strategic perch, the mansion commands views that stretch from downtown LA's glittering skyline to the Pacific Ocean's endless horizon. The kind of vista that makes even a Mars colonizer pause to appreciate Earth's charms. Multiple decks and patios surround the structure like orbital platforms, each offering a different perspective on the empire below, while the infinity pool seems to merge with the horizon in a way that suggests someone took reaching for the stars, quite literally. The acquisition wasn't just about square footage and view lines, it was a power move in Musk's greater Bel-Air strategy. Part of a master plan that would eventually encompass multiple properties worth north of $70 million, this particular piece of architectural bravado served as a modern counterpoint to his other holdings in the area. It was as if Musk was playing real estate chess while everyone else was stuck on checkers. But even the grandest of plans must bow to greater visions. In 2020, as part of Musk's dramatic declaration to sell most of his earthly possessions, a statement that probably caused his real estate agent to need smelling salts, this ridgetop masterpiece joined the great divestment. Bundled with 3 other Bel-Air properties in a $62 million package deal, its sale marked the end of an era in Musk's California real estate saga. The property stands today as a monument to a particular moment in tech wealth history, when having one foot in the clouds wasn't quite enough, and even the most forward-thinking innovators couldn't resist the allure of a good infinity pool. It's exactly what you'd expect when spacecraft engineering meets residential architecture. Absolutely, unapologetically stratospheric, right down to its gravity-defying views. In the end, this wasn't just a house. It was a declaration that even in the rarefied air of Bel-Air, there's always room for one more visionary with a view. Number 3. The Modest Ranch, Beverly Hills, California. While some billionaires measure success in square footage and marble columns, sometimes true power lies in the art of the understated. Enter Elon Musk's 2015 acquisition, a seemingly modest ranch house that would make most millionaires feel right at home, but at $5.8 million suggests that even modesty comes with a Beverly Hills price tag. This is not a story of gilded ceilings or infinity pools stretching toward the Pacific. No, this is a tale of strategic brilliance dressed in ranch house clothing, the real estate equivalent of a chess piece masquerading as a pawn. Purchased through an LLC, because when you're worth billions, even your modest purchases need their own corporate structure, this property served as the final piece in Musk's master plan to create what real estate agents might call a privacy compound, but what supervillain aficionados might recognize as a more tasteful take on the secret lair concept. Positioned on the same prestigious street as Musk's other Bel-Air holdings, this relatively humble abode, and we use humble in the strictly billionaire sense, played its role perfectly. The architectural equivalent of a security guard in a bespoke suit. While its more flamboyant neighbors might have hogged the architectural spotlight with their sweeping views and resort-style amenities, this ranch house stood as a testament to the old adage that true power sometimes whispers rather than shouts. The property formed part of Musk's greater Bel-Air symphony, a carefully orchestrated collection of homes worth north of $100 million, because when you're planning to colonize Mars, why not start by colonizing one of LA's most exclusive neighborhoods? Each property in this collection played its part, but our ranch house served as the perfect counterpoint to its more ostentatious siblings, like the sensible cousin at a family reunion of celebrities. In December 2020, when Musk decided that earthly possessions were becoming too, well, earthly, this strategic piece of real estate joined its grander neighbors in a grand exodus. Luxury developer Adi Tavangarian acquired this property along with 3 others in a $62 million package deal, proving that even in real estate, everything's better in bulk. The sale marked the end of an era in Musk's California real estate saga as the tech titan shifted his focus from accumulating properties to accumulating Twitter followers. Looking back, this ranch house stands as perhaps the most fascinating chapter in Musk's real estate story, not for what it was, but for what it represented. In a neighborhood where every mansion screams for attention, here was a property that knew its role was to blend in, to complete the puzzle rather than steal the show. It's exactly what you'd expect from a billionaire's version of a modest home, absolutely, unapologetically strategic, right down to its perfectly positioned property lines. Though Musk may have moved on to Texas pastures, this unassuming ranch house remains a testament to the fact that sometimes the most powerful moves in real estate are the ones that don't make headlines, even when they come with a $5.8 million price tag. Number 4. The Texas Compound. Austin, Texas. If Musk's California properties were statements of success, his $35 million Austin compound stands as a symbol of something far more intriguing. What happens when the world's richest man decides to redefine the modern family estate? Forget the bachelor pads of Bel-Air. This is family planning on an entrepreneurial scale. At the heart of this ambitious domestic experiment sits a 14,400 square foot Tuscan-style villa that makes most McMansions look like guest houses. But this isn't just any luxury compound. It's perhaps the world's most expensive attempt at creating the perfect blended family habitat. Think the Brady Bunch meets the Jetsons, with a dash of Texas swagger thrown in for good measure. The mathematics of the compound is as complex as a SpaceX launch sequence. One main villa, plus a 6-bedroom mansion tucked behind it, plus yet another house within a 10-minute walk, because when you're housing 11 children and various mothers, proximity is everything, but so is privacy. It's as if someone decided to solve the logistics of modern family life the way you'd approach designing a Mars colony, with careful planning and ample escape pods. Location, as any real estate agent worth their commission will tell you, is everything. And this compound's position near Tesla's Gigafactory suggests that even when Musk is playing family man, he keeps one eye on the empire. It's the ultimate work-from-home setup, just with a few billion-dollar companies thrown into the mix. But what truly sets this property apart isn't its square footage or its Tuscan pretensions, it's its ambitious purpose. This isn't merely a home, it's a grand experiment in modern family dynamics, designed to allow Musk's children from different mothers to interact and bond in a setting that makes the average country club look positively modest. Already, Neuralink executive Shivan Zilis has moved in with her 3 children, suggesting that this unusual domestic arrangement might just work. Security, naturally, has been handled with the same attention to detail that one might expect from someone who builds self-landing rockets. Neighboring homeowners have reportedly been offered 20 to 70% above market value to increase privacy, because nothing says "welcome to the neighborhood" quite like a generous buyout offer. This compound marks quite the evolution from Musk's 2020 declaration to own no house, and his brief stint living in a 50,000 tiny home in Boca Chica, a period that surely had real estate agents across Texas reaching for their phones in panic. It seems that sometimes the path to minimalism takes an unexpected detour through maximum square footage. The Austin compound stands today as perhaps the most fascinating chapter yet in Musk's real estate saga, a property that doesn't just house a family, but attempts to redefine what family living means in the 21st century. It's exactly what you'd expect when a tech visionary tackles domestic life. Absolutely, unapologetically ambitious, right down to its carefully calculated walking distances between houses. And now, we'd love to see you in the comments. Which of these luxury houses of Elon Musk is your favorite? We can't wait to hear from you, and thanks again for joining us on another episode of Old Money Mansions. And cheers, until next time.